quick run through one of my rigs for tonight. Like I say, we're down on Chesil Beach this evening. And so myself, George and Andy have popped down the night, hoping for a little ray, anything really that sort of plays ball while we're still in the daylight. We've been putting some worm baits out. Missed a good few little knocks, but yeah, nothing's come of it yet. And so unfortunately George has got all the way over here and forgot his Rizzlers, so he's had to fly off now and go and get some. But yeah, for this rig here I'm using pulley dropper. I say got my 70 pound rig body. That's running down to an imp. There's not a great deal of tide run tonight, so I'm on a 5 ounce gripper. All I'll do with the grip leads is I'll fish it probably for like half my cast, because we're quite close, to be honest. So I'll fish it for about sort of half my cast, and then once it's there I'll just give it a little pull so it disengages the gripper, and then it'll sort of float about and find the tide for the last part of the cast. Generally with the tide run we've got tonight, if we were a bit further apart, I'll be fishing sort of a bucket lead or something like that and just let it move a little bit. But yeah, on my stud line I've got the power swivels there, and that's running down to my bait. And for this cast I'm running a nice single sandal there, baited up nice, and fingers crossed that'll do as the business. But I say it's an absolutely lovely evening. You can just see the sunset behind us there. I've got a couple of pictures that's going down, and I'll post them in the video just after this. But yeah, so fingers crossed we get back to you soon with a few fish to show you.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Vision Angling. Tonight myself, Ben and our friend Andy made our way down to Chesil Beach, more the Portland end, in search of a fish or two, hoping for a ray. Well, I mean, we had a little bit earlier on with pop-up rigs, small hook rigs, to no avail. Ben's had a few mackerel on the feathers. Yeah, he's just sort of hoping for anything really. Quite a nice sized tide tonight. Got the wind directly off our back over the top of the shingle there behind me. So been a lovely hot day, so let's hope it produces some fish. Cheers. Hi everyone, our friend Andy, a little bit camera shy, doesn't want to come onto camera. He's just had a nice little fish, 3-hook flapper, ragworm tipped with squid on the bottom hook, and he's pulled up this lovely little marked baby bullace. You see him there, giving you a big old wide mouth. I don't know if you can quite see the markings on him there. Absolutely lovely little fish. Well, so ragworm tipped with squid, bottom hook, 3-hook flapper, not too far out. And there he is. Cheers. Right everyone, we've had a few questions in relation to sort of rigs, gear that we use when we're fishing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to walk you through my little setup that I'll take down to Chesil. I use this most of my fishing, to be honest with you, apart from the lighter stuff and match fishing. These are my go-to rods and reels really. So start you off with a pair of, get this focused in, Century Compressor Sports. I fish them in a pair. I've had them custom built in a very light grey and a neon green whipping by the very talented Mr. Gary Alliner. Yeah, don't know if you can quite see that, but I've actually got the Mighty Bright Chameleon tip tape, so during the day you can't see it, and when you shine your light on it, it grows up lovely and green, just to match the neon green on the rods. So that's my sticks. Take you back down to the reels. I fish these reels, multiplier reels, the Daiwa 7HT mags, absolute bomb-proof reels, So I use these for 98% of my fishing. I do have fixed balls and I do have a pair of Akioses as well, but I tend to find I use these quite a lot. That's paired up. I've got 18-pound Berkeley Pro Spec on that one. It's a 0.32 diameter, and on that one is 15-pound Varavas Red Sport. Both with the Varavas 60-pound leader, so, and then various rigs on the end of that. So, just to give you guys a little insight of what I'm fishing with. Cheers.
Right, well, it's been a little bit quiet, to be honest, for quite a while now, and we've had a few nice bites and stuff like that, but not come of anything. George has had himself a little strap. Andy's plucking away down there on the free clip downs and stuff like that with the worm. He's starting to get infested with pout and all of that lot now. So just thought I'd quickly fillet one of the mackerel that I caught earlier. Chucked it on one of my long up and overs. It was out there for a couple of minutes max. Rod absolutely screamed off. Myself a lovely little smoothound. Nice little male, this one. We done a session the other day in the Solent. Didn't find one male. So yeah, lovely little fish. Much better than a blank, but it's definitely not the ray we're after. So I'm going to get this one popped back, try and pull out a ray. Cheers.
Right guys, like Ben said earlier, it's been pretty slow. I had a little strap earlier on. Ben's just had himself one a little bit bigger. I've persisted one rod with worm baits and fished one big bait for ray, and I've just pulled myself in a double shot of pout. So not the best, but it's fish. So we get them on hooked, get them back, and hopefully get you back with some bigger fish. Cheers.
Right, well, I think it's one of them nights tonight on Chesil. So we're being played by a little pout, rig wreckers, little conger eels. This one decided it wanted to spin itself all the way around my other main line on my other rod. So I ended up tangling both lines. It was an absolute mess. But luckily George wound the other one in as I was winding in, so it just sort of tidied it up a little bit. But yeah, it seems to be every bait we're putting out in a minute. It's just small pout and straps. So we're going to keep plodding through, try and get something a little bit better. But tide's just starting to drop now, so about half an hour into the ebb. So fingers crossed we'll get something in the next sort of hour or two.
Alright everyone, it's come to an end now, our session down on Chesil. Been very slow tonight. Usual pest fish, straps, pout. We had the odd mackerel on, the feathers earlier on, well Ben did. But apart from that, it's been pretty dire.
Yeah, I mean, I was quite lucky when I got that smoothound on the mackerel.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I mean, it was only about 60 yards out, but it's been a nice enough evening. I say the wind stayed behind, the rain's held off, but I say we've had enough of catching eels that size. I say coming in every chuck. I say if they're not coming in, they're pulling in 2 pout every cast. So it's been a bit of a nightmare, to be honest, but yeah.
Had just about enough, haven't we?
Yeah. We were hoping to go up to the channel tonight, but with work commitments and that lot, trying to get away in time, it was going to be a little bit tight on us getting back. So yeah, I think the next one will probably be up on the Bristol Channel somewhere, hoping for some early cod and some nice sole. So fingers crossed we can bring you in on that one. Alright, well, till the next time, cheers.
Cheers guys.